One of the most beloved characters introduced in the Clone Wars animated shows was Anakin's own apprentice, Ahsoka Tano. Throughout the show, she displays impressive character growth and by the end of the Clone Wars has established herself as a formidable individual in her own right. But there are some periods in Ahsoka's story that we are not shown explicitly in any of the Star Wars shows. One of the most interesting being what happened to Ahsoka directly after the events of Order 66. We find the answer to this question in the 2016 novel Ahsoka. Set after the events of the Clone Wars and before Rebels, in the book we discover that Ahsoka has been hiding out on several Outer Rim territories under the fake name Ashla. One of these planets being Thebeska. Here she is working as a mechanic for a powerful family clan known as the Fardi. However, on the first Empire Day, Imperial officers arrive in town eager to meet all of the new people. Ahsoka must leave. She takes off from yet another planet and finds herself on the outer rim moon of Raada. This is where most of the novel takes place. Raada was a remote farming moon in the outer rim and only had one major settlement. Only the immediate area surrounding it was workable as the rest of the moon was covered in rocky hills and desolate caves. When arriving on Raada, Ahsoka, still using the pseudonym Ashla, manages to find herself a place to live in an abandoned home in town. Here she meets and befriends a local farmer girl named Kaden. Ahsoka continues to work on the planet doing odd jobs as a mechanic and over time she meets more of the town's population. Ahsoka continues to work on the planet doing odd jobs as a mechanic. Over time she meets more of the town's population, including Kaden's younger sister Miara, their crew leader Vartan, and the rest of their farming crew. Things finally seem to be stable for Ahsoka, but eventually an Imperial Star Destroyer arrives in town. The Empire came to Raada to exploit its farmers in an attempt to grow more supplies for the army. The Empire employs tyrannical techniques to push the workers beyond what they are capable of producing. But under Ahsoka's lead, an uprising is formed in secrecy. They plan to use corrosive bombs to destroy some of the Imperial walkers, but the plan backfires when the Empire successfully captures one of Ahsoka's now closest allies, Kaden. Kaden is interrogated and even suffers a broken arm in the process. Facing the death penalty, she is offered mercy if she reveals the whereabouts of her friends and the identity of the Jedi helping them, but she refuses. Luckily, Ahsoka manages a swift rescue and returns Kaden to the base they are operating out of. Ahsoka must flee again, but she promises to return to help the friends she has made and the innocent civilians being exploited. Escaping the planet, she finds herself back on Thebeska, working for the Fardi clan once again. This time, however, during cargo trips for the family, she has been secretly using their ship to rescue and help innocent people throughout the galaxy. This captures the attention of a Senator Bail Organa, who manages to make contact with Ahsoka, informing her that he is forming a rebellion and plans to fight back against the Empire. Ahsoka has found the help she needs to rescue her allies on Raada. Unfortunately, Ahsoka's activities also attracted a different kind of attention, that being the Inquisitor's sixth brother. During her absence on the planet, the sixth brother has wreaked havoc in an attempt to draw out the Jedi the Empire believes they are holding. He has slaughtered almost all of the uprising that was formed, only Kaden and her sister Miara surviving. But Ahsoka returns and engages in a duel in the main street of town with the terrifying sixth brother. After a formidable battle, the Inquisitor tries to intimidate Ahsoka by activating the spinning mode of his double-bladed lightsaber. However, Ahsoka cracks the cylindrical hilt with the touch of her hand, causing it to explode. The sixth brother is killed in the explosion. Here she retrieves the Kyber crystals from the wreck, and after meditating with the Force, she succeeds in purifying them, returning them to their natural color, a bright white. These are used to form her new white lightsabers. Ahsoka reunites with her friends, rescuing them from the Empire, and just in time, a number of ships sent by Senator Bail Organa arrive in town and begin the destruction of the Imperial base controlling the planet. Following the evacuation, Ahsoka ruminates with Bail Organa on the future. Bail agrees to place the Raadian refugees on a planet where they can harvest for the rebellion, and he offers Ahsoka a place in the newly formed rebellion, to which she agrees to join. I think the novel does a fantastic job at filling in the gaps of Ahsoka's story that we haven't been shown, and even gives us an interesting explanation of how she received her new white lightsabers that are shown in her appearances in Rebels and The Mandalorian. The book also does a great job of displaying Ahsoka's unwavering sense of morality and justice that fans have grown to love her for. Hopefully one day we can see some of the events of this story shown in live action, potentially in a flashback. I specifically would love to see Ahsoka's duel with the Sixth Brother shown, as I think it's one of her most impressive feats, and would be great to see it represented in the modern productions. Otherwise, I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Let me know if you enjoy this type of content and if you have any topics you'd like me to cover next. Consider liking or subscribing, as it really helps the channel, and until next time.